What we do here is go back, 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 back.
You know what? I feel like Pat cursed me. That's what I'm just blaming it on Pat. I'm just gonna fucking blame it on Pat. Becca, let me know if the chat is if it's working, please. Thank you. I'm too sick to be fucked up like this. All right. If you want, just throw me a one in the chat. I'm trying to get this streaming thing right. I can stream on Twitch just like a champ, but over here on YouTube, over here, it's like a fucking new world over here. I don't know what it is, right? Uh, Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate it. So, oh, it's so. I'm gonna kind of recap a little bit. So I've been under the weather the last couple of weeks. I'd say about since last week. So it's been kind of shitty trying to get things going. But no delays tonight. We finally got shit going, boys and girls. Uh so I guess I get to bring this up full screen now and actually get to talk. Fucking Pat. I'm blaming Pat for this. Listen, whatever happens with my brethren, that's just is what it is, fam. Pat did this to me. And if you catch Pat or you see him around, you tell him he did this, but don't tell him in person because I don't want to get my ass whipped. Oh shit, let me move this out of the way a little bit. My little background. All right, there we go. So, just for a little FYI, my favorite situation. So, conflicted motherfuckers being conflicted right now. So, the FGC, I know quite a few dudes, I know quite a few cats in my purview that how do I explain this? So, if you know about the Crown Prince, a man named Kasogi one day walked into a an embassy after talking shit about this man that you see on screen, and came out in a fucking hefty bag. Yeah. So, not the type of dude you fuck around with, right? I was secretly Pat. Yes, blame Bon Sacco. That's the answer. Yeah, I'm blaming Pat and Bon Sacco. Everyone's going down with me. All right, so fucking Kasogi gets turned into hefty meat, right? In a royal embassy. Now, I'm gonna be honest. That's not my fucking chimps, not my circus. But, but the amount of motherfuckers that came out of pocket because his initiative started buying up FGC land left and right. And when I say that, we're talking like Capcom, we're talking SNK. They started buying into some of the biggest companies in the fucking game world, right? Now, mind you, again, allegedly. I'm not saying shit. Allegedly. I don't secure the bag. Yeah, you're secure the bag, all right. My Habibi, get in the fucking bag. I won't fit. I'll help you. Like, dog, no. So, after all this shit, right? They are now having a situation. Motherfuckers are over here confused like homeless cats on house arrest. Because every dude in the gaming world, FGC specifically, wants to be a household name. They want to be that guy. They want to legitimize to their grandma that, they're living in the fucking basement, right? That, listen, mom, I'm not just playing video games all day. This is a job. You know what I'm saying? So now these motherfuckers are over here having a conflicted battle within themselves because now that he's running one of the biggest tournaments in the world with a prize pot. And I have to say, prize pot of $40 million dues. Motherfuckers are over here just like, I don't know. Should I do something? Should I say something? Nah, you ain't gonna say shit. First off, because if you talk shit about the Crown Royal Prince and hop off a plane in Saudi territory, bro, you will get back blagged. Was it black bagged at the airport? Let's believe, right? Secondly, right, and this is the one that really gets me the worst. that every one of these people, when they found out that the Saudi crown prince and his MISC, situation, he's got like a little thing called MISC that he uses for like setting up all of his stuff. They found that they bought into all these gaming companies, and they had nothing but bad shit to say immediately. Like, I'm boycotting. Fuck them. I ain't doing shit. I'm boycotting. I'm like, okay, boycott. So when they come for your shit next, what you gonna do? And these motherfuckers got real confused real quick when he bought into a lot of their companies and was like, maybe it's not that big a deal. Oh, baby. Those morals don't stand up when it's your fandom, does it? And that's funny. That's funny shit. But now you got to ask yourself the question, are you going for the $40 million redos? Excuse me, I'm over here dying from fucking man flu. Riyadh. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman on Monday announced the launch of Esports World Cup to be held annually in Riyadh starting summer 2024. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see motherfuckers. The same dudes that were talking massive amounts of shit over here. Man, maybe, putting motherfuckers in glad bags ain't so bad, Me seems like a pretty decent guy. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for those fucking tweets. If you show up in Riyadh, I hope you get black bag. I hope you get Dubai done dirty. I hope you lay down with the camels, my man. But I'm not going to bury the lead here. Let's continue. Touted to be one of the largest global events of its kind, it will serve as a platform that supports gaming and esports sector, consolidates Saudi Arabia's position as a hub for international esports. The launch of tournament is expected to materialize the goals envisioned in Saudi Arabia national gaming. God damn, I can't speak. An esports strategy. The strategy aims to increase the sector's contributions to the. I can't deal with hearing myself speak. Contributions to the kingdom's gross domestic product by more than. I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay, they break it down in dollars. So $13.3 billion by 2030 and create 39,000 new jobs. So, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to ask some questions to my brethren who are sitting around talking about, your Saudi prince ain't shit. I'm waiting for you. Step off the plane in Dubai, my man. Step off the plane. I'm asking questions, but you ain't got answers. And I'm waiting for you to come up with those answers because I'm telling you now, don't start babbling like a brook. I need you to tell me something. Especially if you're sitting here telling me that you got heat for the fucking Saudi crown prince. And you, of all the people in the world, I'm a boycott and all that shit. 40 million makes a motherfucker make some moves now, doesn't it? I'm waiting. So this is next year, summer of next year. Mark my words. I want to see some of the biggest names in gaming go down to fucking Dubai or Riyadh, whatever. And I'm waiting. Just putting this out there as just a little bit of like, I don't know. We're just thinking ahead here, but big thinking thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Don't put my money on it. I'm not saying that people won't fold for the chance at 40 million. But I will say there are a lot of women in this country who will say, I would never swallow. How dare you? But will go over to fucking Dubai to be shit on by a camel for $1.5 million. And this man was just going to take you to an Applebee's around the corner. So there's a lot of people that are going to have to make a lot of big decisions, a lot of moral decisions. But trust me, we'll see what happens. This is an ongoing story. They would, but the basement meets all of their needs. Plus, Ma's making meatloaf, bruh. You know that meatloaf real good right now, man. I mean, it's a little dry. It's okay. Hey, yeah. Mom, I won 40 million. So you're gonna move out? Pfft, man, that's enough to buy a lifetime supply of fucking Tostino's pizza rolls. You can cook them for me. You got an oven? Come on, Mom. What are you doing? Cook those fucking pizza rolls in my tendies. Oh, Jesus Christ. But we're not done yet. So in my sickness and being damn near on feels like death's door. Look, I'm not a pussy, but when I get sick, I feel fucking awful, right? But a certain game has made some people feel some type of way. So I've been playing Spider-Man 2, and I gotta say, I've never seen a man get cucked so hard. I was actually wanting to avoid this topic mainly because of a couple of things. People seem to get in their fucking feelings, really, really deep in their feelings about their video games. I don't know what the fuck that is. They get super deep into their feelings about their video games. And they do not like anybody coming in and shitting on their video games. I don't know what it is. This seems to happen a lot. We saw this with Starfield, with ads from Heels versus Babyface. The thumb man is upset by the pronouns. And then 2 weeks later, what happened? Everybody is like, man, maybe Starfield wasn't that good. Really? Really? It's kind of like he told you a fucking truth. But that's cool, right? That's cool. Let's go ahead and keep going here. What else we have? We had fucking Baldur's Gate. You had people coming out, they fucking shoes and socks for that game. Like, I can skull fuck a fucking dwarf in my game, and that's so cool. That's so fucking cool, man. Like, people were out here wholesale pulling the whole pud, excited for this game, and then within a month and a half, motherfuckers were like, yeah, yeah, this game ain't shit. Oh, really? You don't say. It's like people told you to just put your cock back in your pants there, champ. This ain't a gangbang. This ain't a brawl. You just gotta just wait your turn. You'll see how it all shapes out when you get to it. But nah, they didn't want to wait. So here we go. Fast forward a little bit. And now we have Spider-Man 2. Now, I had some high hopes for it because I actually pre-ordered it. How the fuck ever. However, I will tell you right now. So, here's a couple of oopsie-doopsie fuck-ups, right? So, Sophia Norwitz, one of my favorite people on the internet, actually posted something pretty interesting. So, you go in Miles's house in a video game where, we're talking about diversity. He's Afro-Latina. He's black and Puerto Rican from New York, right? And they put the fucking Cuban flag in his house. Now, I don't know how you can make such a mistake because those flags are very vastly different. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Let me know. You know what? Let me help you. Let me help you, chat, because this sometimes gets a little bit dicey. Let me help you. Cuban flag. Actually, no. Let's go Puerto Rican flag. Puerto Rico flag. There we go. That's pretty distinct, right? Looks like an American flag. Let's go with there's the Cuban flag. Now, these are two very distinctly different flags, different color types. You could pretty much just pick it out, right? How the fuck did he end up with the Cuban flag in his house? I don't know. I just don't know. It's like they don't know what Latinos are. It's like they have never seen a Latino before. These Latinxes. You know what I'm saying? So, Sophia Norwich says, is this just genuine mistake or is there valid lore reason behind within the Insomniac universe that explains it? Because if I'm mistaken, I'm just going to laugh and say I expect nothing less from people who say Latinx. And the quoted tweet is, Miles is Cuban now. I'm so confused, y'all. It seemed like it was a pretty astute thing on the face of it, right? And then we get more confirmation, just a little bit of confirmation. Insomniac says they're fixing the flag in Miles Morales' apartment in Spider-Man 2. They accidentally put Cuba's flag instead of Puerto Rico. I mean, I know this is kind of a nothing burger, but this is the one that gets me the most. This is my favorite. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with our friends at Latinos in Gaming. Join us for a special Unidos live stream and meet some of our Insomniacs as we play through the original Spyro the Dragon on PlayStation. Oh, and look right there. Catch us live at 6 p.m. at Twitch TV, Latinx in Games. Oh, that's a fuck up. That's a oopsie doopsie. So you're using Latinx, are you? Interesting. Interesting. Let's keep going. I love they added the little like Latinx thing. Uh, You understand that most Spanish American people, Spanish people, will whip the fuck out of you for using the word Latinx in their presence. Even the Filipinos and that my Pinoy brethren will whoop wholesale ass if you call them a fucking Latinx by accident. What the hell is a Latinx? It sounds like a weird sexual position, and I don't feel comfortable talking about it. Right? Can we ask him to point to the map and show us where he's from? Man, these motherfuckers couldn't tell you where Ukraine is on a map, but they'll put that in their fucking bio. Do you think I can trust these people? Do you think these are good people to trust? Right? But they made sure they're gonna fix it. They're gonna fix the problem. They're gonna fix all of it. Now, I know that's kind of a nothing burger, right? Don't take me for serious on this one. I'm just kind of having a laugh at the fact that we're talking about we're celebrating Latinxes in gaming, but you get Latino flags wrong. My kids hate that bullshit word. Every fucking body, Becca, hates that fucking word. If you use that word in a common speech, I would say that you're gonna have more hands and feet on you in any Spanish part of town, as if you were at a fucking soccer riot. Don't ever try it. Don't try it, please. Just for your safety. And my favorite Kukro, one of my favorite people to follow on Twitter, says, "Call me a Latinx again, and I'll fucking suplex you," which is pretty true. Some of these replies are just classic. I just wanted to showcase some of these. Progressive Twitter not being racist challenge impossible. Can we just make Latinx a slur already so it doesn't get used anymore? Every single Latino I know has described in detail what they do to someone who'd say Latinx. And you see the little flag in the bio, right? You see the little flag in the bio. So even our trans brethren, they know that you can get a listen. Those hands are E for everyone. You cannot discriminate. Listen, I power drive you just like I power drive the white guy and the black guy and anybody else who calls me fucking Latinx. Celebrating Latinx in games by mistaking Cuba for Puerto Rico. It's just the reactions. It's just fucking great. It's just my favorite. It's funny, they're against the word Latino and Latina, but put unidos, it's male. The female version is unidas there. It's a gendered word too, but that one is fine. All that inclusion backfire them. Yeah, you know, it is. You do love to see this shit. If Latinos are Latinxes, does that make Chinese Latinx? Fucking hell, Sean. Yes. You know what? I want you. You know what? I need somebody to go over and get the opinion of Xi Jinping. Just talk to him directly. You know what? You can send your favorite blackface person over. My favorite leaf, Justin Trudeau. He could ask that question, right? As he's, wiping the semen from his mouth. Every Chinaman that I see is gonna see more semen. Boy, oh boy. Let's see. What else we got? So I'm trying to see what else is on the horizon. I gotta be careful because my Twitter is full of some weird shit, right? So let's drop down here because that's some fucking weird shit. But before I get into my next portion, the next act here, because this is not gonna be a long stream. This is a test. We're testing shit. We're just testing the stream, making sure that we don't have any more drop fucking frames like we did the last time, which is why I had to cancel the fucking stream. But we're still holding pretty strong. So shit ain't broke. This was not the main course, but he's pretty damn close. You know what? I'm gonna save his bitch ass for last. Let's go. Let's see what else we got here. So we got some motherfuckers that are losing their shit over a fucking video game. So we got a weird game here. I'm just gonna be honest. We got a weird fucking game here. You're talking corpse eating and weird like vampire incest shit. And I gotta be honest, it's fucking weird. Not my cup of, well, I mean, it probably would be my cup of tea. But it comes out just in time for the Halloween season. and it's full of fucking creepy, creepy shit. And rather than just let people have what the fuck they want, people have come in and started to bitch and complain. To which I'm gonna be honest with you, the fucking reaction is what got me. The recommend right here: a borderline abusive and obsessive sister and an almost mentally broken brother ate a corpse, summoned a demon, and escaped a quarantined apartment complex to go on an adventure and live life on the run. Oh yeah, there might be incest. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see. My kids hate that bullshit word. The thing about Latinx is, and just to take it back a little bit, because I'm just burning through some shit that I was kind of wanting to get to. I got 2 main courses tonight. But no, the news is that this game has made Twitter ass mad, just like the word Latinx. The word Latinx, anytime it's ever used, people are just like, yo, just call me a fucking slur and get it over with. Nobody likes the word Latinx. Name me a person on the face of God's green earth. That's like calling me Afro-American or some type of Blasian or whatever. I will lay hands on you like I was trying to take the fucking devil out of you. Do you understand that? That's the kind of revulsion that the word Latinx brings out of people. The word Latinx is like the softest fucking word. And it was made by like goofy fucking like progressive white people who are just like, oh my god. I'm helping a minority to understand their whole language is gendered, you asshole. You understand that, right? Their entire language, there is a Latina and a Latino. There is a reason for the O and the A. You can't take that shit out of their language, bro, without breaking it. But who are you? You're some well-meaning white person who thinks, I'm helping today. I'm going to save these poor people from their fuck-ups. What's their fuck-up? Oh, like not gendering their language to like take out those problems because, intersex people matter. Okay, well, when I get to the 1.5% of the fucking population and make them feel better about their decisions, we'll get back to you. But like the rest of us are not really bothered by this. Only you Californians and I guess the Californians and the people who live in the great state of Oregon, fucking Seattleites. Other than the audio issue, it seems to be going well. Thank you. See, now I know that I can act. I feel confident again. I feel like I'm not a fuck up tonight. Listen, I cursed Pat's heart because he started off with audio issues today, and this motherfucker, I was like, I'm not going to be like Pat. I won't be like Pat. And I fucking became like Pat. See, this is the black curse. We just hold each other down. It's fine. It's fine. I'm blaming Pat. Listen, I'll clip this shit and send it directly to him. Pat, please don't fly to my state. I don't need this. Oh, shit. But, so this game has basically made a lot of people ass mad. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a resilient... I don't think I've ever seen a resilient fandom these days. Where they're just like, fuck you and cry about it. This is official art, by the way. This is official fucking art. And I have to say, damn, y'all are some reckless motherfuckers, and I love that shit. Like, I don't see this out of the FGC. Everybody's like, you gotta change it, man, because it makes me upset. So I don't know, ex-white woman, was it white liberal woman like Latinx? Yeah. It's always the goofs. That's the reason why wholesale people can get foots in their asses for free. Like again, when I said those hands are E for everyone, like go down to a Hispanic hood and start using the word Latinx and see if someone doesn't just like body slam you in the streets. Like people don't like that word. They really don't like that shit. But no, usually if it comes down to like gender neutral language and shit, it's usually like some Oregonian or some Californian straight out of fucking come down to California in the San Fernando Valley and we'll teach you all about gender and shit. How about fuck off? How about a fucking no? That's a no from me, dog. No, but this one was the only reason I even picked this one up was because it was pissing off everyone. I've never seen people so ass mad. Like I love watching people get salty about shit, but this is like the whole thing. Like they're literally mad. I'm tired of seeing shit about this game. I just hope it gets taken down and Nimle gets called out. Why? Why? The game seems pretty fucking interesting. It seems fucking wild as shit, which I'm cool with. I'm always cool with some wild as fuck games, right? Like I love weird games. So this is the coffin of Andy and Lele, which sounds like some hood shit, but I'm actually interested in this. I actually put it on my fucking watch list. I genuinely hope the creator of this game gets outed as a pedo or something so they don't make shit like this ever again. The fans in the game aren't any better. Like, first off, dog, Habibi, baby, you would want someone to be outed as a fucking pedo rather than be able to make a fucking video game. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is some shit that listen. This is some big muffin bullshit. Like, I've never seen people so upset by video games. That's the reason why I even brought it up tonight. Because this game has these kids tilted to the point where they can't control their fucking reactions, and it's so beautiful. That shit is hilarious to me. Like I bought Heartbeat. Okay, if you don't know, there's a little game on Steam called Heartbeat. The developer came out with this, and it's a cutesy little Pokemon game. But what happened was, his girlfriend had a really, really bad time on the internet, and said some pretty racy things about trans people. And it didn't help that the game was actually being sold for 41% off at the time. So sometimes shit be like that. So it kind of got some people's attention, and a lot of people purchased it. Heartbeat, I actually was pretty interested. It looked like a fun game before anything came up. Oh yeah, I actually had to. I chimed in on this a little bit. We live in a timeline that people just don't like something so much they literally hoping that someone's a pedo just to make it go away. Children in the bodies of adults and literal minors. This is what happens when you allow children to have a fucking say on the internet. Like, god dang. Like, you guys are soft. Like, it used to be a time where it's like, hey, it's not for me, I won't play it. So if you decide that you want to go ahead and pick up the coffin of Andy and Lele, a fucking weird vampire incest uh, fucking weird game, go pick it up and let people know you're playing it. It's just like the new Hogwarts. Motherfuckers are salty about it. So, pick up a copy. Don't tell them I sent you, because they always look for the black guy to blame it on. Oh, shit. But you know what? I want to talk about someone near and dear to my heart. I didn't get a chance to talk about it when the shit was hitting the fan, but I want to introduce you to a lovely individual who's going through some problems of his own. Do you want to know who that guy is? Let me introduce you. Let me play this right now. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Yandere Dub tonight. You know our boy, our favorite boy. This is what he does when he's not working on the game he's supposed to be working on. Uh oh Jesus. So yeah, that would be Yandere Dev, our favorite guy, right? So he's the hero of our upcoming story. Okay. So Yandere Dev, a couple weeks back, I know this has been probably covered to death by Turkey Tom and all the other commentary YouTubers on YouTube, right? So our good man, he got busted for talking about or talking to an underage person, quote unquote, on the internet. Now, our boy Yandere Dev, this chat of a being right here. Just look at him. Just soak that in. The man hasn't seen sun since he was born. This is the epitome of what a need looks like, right? So Yandere actually talked to a below age woman on the internet, quote unquote, and it's looking pretty bad for him. So he's the guy who is developing a certain game called Yandere Simulator. Yandere Simulator is basically exactly what it sounds like. You're dating a Yandere, and she murders everyone who talks to you because she's in love with you that deeply. It's a fucking wild game, but this game has been in development for almost, I don't know, since 2013, 14, somewhere in there. So it's been going on pretty strong for almost about, I'd say, almost 10 years. He's never released the game. The game is still just languishing in his mind. He has fucked up plenty of deals, and unfortunately, he is in trouble. So he got caught talking to an underage on the internet, right? Now, here's where things kind of go bad. So, just to kind of go over this a little bit, I know this is old news because Uncle Bloody couldn't get his fucking shit together and stream. Well, I'm fucking sorry, but we're talking about it now. So Yandere Dev is accused of grooming or something. This is what I can piece together. The initial incident. Uh, some people reports there is some Zoomer on TikTok talking about a victim in regards to Yandere Dev. Her videos suck, are in the usual TikTok fashion of here's my face, the things I'm talking about are quite serious. Please give me attention. So yeah, this is pretty much the usual thing, right? So some people archived the rest of the videos and screen caps. The Yandere Dev subreddit, which found out about the news that he was talking to a 16-year-old. Now, he kind of forces the people talking about this situation to back down a little bit. Now, some things have come up about this individual, right? The girl that he was talking to. Now, I'm not gonna say that Yandere Dev deserves to burn, but if he was to fall into a wood chipper, I would not. My reaction would be, oh, stop, no. However, it comes to find out that the girl that he was talking to might be the woman of his dreams. She seems like quite the Yandere herself because she has lied about her age. So there's a lot of misinformation that she's put on the internet, and she basically turns out to be a human honeypot, right? When I say a human honeypot, I'm talking about a person who basically, in so many words or fucking less, is walking through the internet talking to men and getting them involved in lewd and lascivious conversations like Project Justice used to do back in the old days. And pretty much has Yandere's Dev's head on a fucking pike. Now, this is kind of and this is the reason why I waited a little bit too, because I wanted to see exactly what the fuck was going to happen at the end of this. So you've got a girl who's lying about her age, talking to Yandere Dev on the internet about sexual and lewd things. They're trading information back and forth on Snapchat and other places, and things get a little hot and heavy, and she leaks it. Now, I'm not saying, again, the guy's a saint, but I can tell you right now, these are two fucked up individuals who deserve each other for what they are. Now, here's where shit gets a little bit thick here. I'm just going to go down here. Let's see here. I'm not going to jump over too quick. Let's go over the details here. Okay, next item of discussion is, I think she could potentially older than 18 and is definitely not 16. Number one, she has a history of lying about her age. Number 2, she was posting as far back as 2017. This would mean she was 10 if she is 16 and 12 if she's 18. While both possible, 12 is likely. She remembers a lot of specific errors of 4chan, which is after you say the word 4chan. If any young girl talks about 4chan, that is a danger zone. Stay the fuck away from any girl on the internet that says, I've been on 4chan. A few errors of 4chan that, if I recall correctly, predate her ability to internet unless she's lying again. Now, I'm not saying he's innocent. But God, it looks like he fell for the oldest trick in the book. And that makes him doubly disgusting and stupid. So, as you can kind of see here in the name, if you didn't believe this was a honeypot to believe it first, yeah, you fell for a fucking honeypot. Oh, this girl got him on the fucking hook. Let's see. What's Jelly's honeypot rules? Because that's the name of the account she was using, was Jelly. Don't dox him if you don't DM him first. He isn't in a place to resist if you seduce him on purpose. If you DM him first, within reason, you are not a victim. No leaking. Don't ruin the trust. If you want to gather more evidence for an arrest, you need to keep him feeling secure in your DMs. Don't expose him to anyone other than the police. Oh, and he fell for this shit hook, line, and sinker. Jesus Christ. Yo, Spud, how are you doing this evening? Oh, you want to know what a yandere is? So, tsundere is basically she's cold, but she loves you. It's the whole trope, the anime trope of like, I don't like you or anything, but I did make you this sandwich, right? A yandere, on the other hand, is like, I like you and I saw you talking to that girl over there, so I stabbed her 152 times to make her go away. Now it's just me and you. That's a yandere, my good lad. Yes. I'm feeling a lot better. I felt like shit for like the last week or so, but we're getting there, man. We're getting there. I'm still sounding like fucking hell. That's why I have the noise gate on, so if I cough, no one's gonna know. Alright, let's see here. No romantic promises. We're going over Jelly's honeypot rules, because this broad is basically a fucking walking honeypot. So, she lured this motherfucker in. He got desperate enough, because he's a fucking neat that lives in his mother's basement that promised people to build a game in like 10 years that's never made it to fruition. It's in alpha after 10 fucking years, right? And lured him in to a fucking honeypot and destroyed this whole man's career. Oh, this is fucking great. Oh, no romantic promises. Don't make any promises of marriage, love, or babies. As soon as you start acting like a girlfriend, you are not his groomie. Getting feted by someone who loves him will be traumatizing. You don't fucking say. Baby, I thought you said I love you. Why would you do this to me? Keep your clothes on. Sending nudes is still illegal, and you're more luxurious if you're never nude. Your innocence and exclusivity make them more vulgar. God damn, that's fucking gross. They subconsciously make up for your lack of sexual intent/action by being 10 times more horny. More evidence. Like, god dang. Son of a bitch has just walked himself into a honeypot. Dude. These are just awful. But he walked himself willingly into it, so therefore he gets what he got. He gets what he's fucking got. He got what he fucking paid for. And where's Yandere Dev today? Well, he is deleted his Discord account because that's where some of the bullshit happened. And this man decided, in his infinite wisdom, it would probably be in his... So she's a mental then? Yes, she's a fucking mental case. So he found the... Listen, He makes a game called Yandere Dev and found a fucking internet psycho woman on his fucking way up. Oh, dude. So you found your Yandere. She burned your shit to the ground, as yanderes tend to do. And now he is over here. The game is at 91% today. He is still trying to pump the game out and deleted fucking everything that does not associate with the game. And now is trying to go, you know what? I'm going to finish this before the end of the year. I'm like, that would be a great idea. So he's trying to he's trying to just basically bury it all. Pretend it didn't happen. None of this has happened. It's going to all blow over soon. Now that all the commentary community has chewed this up and shit this behind them, and they just keep on running. But hey, our boy Yandere Dev, he's gonna finish this fucking game. The man fell for the oldest trick in the book. If she says 16, immediately abort conversation. I don't care what. First off, don't talk to broads that you don't know have like don't have like. I'm just gonna be honest. Don't talk to women like that you don't know on the internet, right? This is rule number 1. Rule number 2. But if you're a sex pervert, please talk to the police. I hope they take you in, right? But God, these are fucking awful. Oh, we're gonna finish this damn list. We're gonna finish this list. I gotta power through it because God, this is awful. She made a fucking how-to on how to honeypot dudes. God, this is fucking disgusting. Make sure he's sober, drunk/high, under any sort of influence. Your powers of seduction are too much for him. He isn't in a state of mind where he makes good choices, and those choices shouldn't be used against him. He may not even remember it the next day. Oh, you're just trying to make sure he has no defense. Hot dog. One at a time. Multiple men at once can be overwhelming, but also inconsiderate. You're already sending him to jail. Have the decency and compassion to be loyal at least. I'm your one and only Jail Chan. This motherfucker just fell for this stupid shit. Alright, this is the last one. Jesus, this is awful. This is fucking awful. Don't dox him if he's loyal to you. If he's loyal to you, he loves you. You've gone too far. Any more will traumatize him. Abandon your plans. You have a new boyfriend, not a new victim. What the fuck did I just read? Jesus Christ, this is stupid. Yeah, but all right. This is where the dumb hits the road. Like again, Yandere Dev deserved everything he got, and this girl, I'm gonna be honest. They actually looked into her. The Kiwis have looked into her and found that she is fucking crazy. But she is crazy like a fox. She created this rule book to get these dudes hooked, and I'm like, Jesus, this is a horrible story. But it's, I mean, again, it's probably over at this point. We'll see how it goes. The end of the year. The year isn't over just yet. We could be looking at a Yandere Dev in prison story at the end of the year. We'll see what happens. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got for tonight? I think I got one more before we finish up for the night, because this is just a test stream. This is purely a test stream. I wanted to see if my internet was going to just shit the bed, if the bit rate was going to work, all that shit. But I wanted to at least make this at least fun. Now this one is very near and dear to my heart. So, a voice actor, which you may have seen his image on the screen before you got in here. His name is, and I'm gonna bring it up so I can read it to you. It's Sun Wan Cho, also known as Pro ZD. Now he's a voice actor, an Asian voice actor, a little round-faced fat boy, right? Who is known for doing a lot of video clips that you've probably seen a lot of his shorts on YouTube because he dumps them everywhere, right? Now, Pro ZD is a Asian voice actor. Now, he just did a casting call, and he got upset. Our boy got upsetty spaghetti. Now, here's the reason why he got so upset. I got an audition for a prominent cartoon where I was sent just the Asian character. Looking through the rest, I told my agent, hey, I'm happy to read for this, but can I read for some of these other characters? To which I was told, all those characters are drawn as white, so no. For fun read, oh my god, that's terrible. You know what? I will do that for you, Spud. I will do that for you. Don't worry. Uh so Pro ZD is a little. He wrote this on Twitter. He actually deleted it, by the way, because Pro ZD is also. I'd say he's a little bit of a segregationist when it comes down to this thing. Let's read some. Let's read this. So this is him getting his ass reamed because he wrote this a while back and walked his ass right into the fucking viper's nest. And I think that shit's funny as hell. No, you culturally appropriating motherfucker. You're yellow. Only the yellow people read. Right? This is the same shit that happened to, like, you had Cleveland Brown, and then they had to find, like, a black dude to play as Cleveland Brown. And the whole Apu thing. Right? This is the same shit that happened, like, a while ago. Like, where every white voice actor who was actually pretty good had to, like, vacate all of their iconic roles because, like, we gotta give it up to a person of color, man, who basically is doing a fucking shitty $5 impression of you. But that's fine, right? Segregation's cool as long as it works out. It's funny how you won't audition for black. You know what? I want to see that shit. I want to fucking see that shit. I need him and Yong Yi to go head to head for he can be the blackest on stream. Drop an N-bomb or two. Let me know how that works out. So Pro ZD says, naysayers will go, oh, you want authentic casting. If your entire main cast is all white, you have one token side character who can apparently just be any type of Asian ever. This is not a level playing field. This is not new. For another show recently with a large cast of characters, I was only sent auditions for sides for the character who exclusively speaks Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin. It's demoralizing. And as much as I love voiceover, the future looks bleaker every day. To be clear, this was not my agent's decision. They have sent me plenty of white characters before and have been nothing but supportive. This is what they were told by the people in charge of casting that show. Eddie Shakur getting mad at Pooh when he looks like he's culturally appropriating the band Kiss. Ooh, that's some oh, that's some fuck shit. Oh, Jesus, let's go. Let's see what else we got. What else? What else of our young Spurg dropped for us? Let's see. Okay, so this is the thing. Yeah, so this is the rest of it. To add insult to injury, the character I got was labeled Middle Eastern, Southeast, or Northeast Asian. Because, you know, that's all the same, right? You just did the same thing to white people, so what the fuck is your problem? But that's cool, right? My agent told me this is just how major studios are doing things now. Yes, my friend. Because you chose to bitch and complain about segregating white people away from their characters because they don't represent the character they're playing. It's voice acting, dude. Phil Lamar is like 92% of the voice acting world, and he's like a black dude playing every fucking character halfway through every fucking show. But sure, there's a problem when it happens to you. So that leads to the title of our show, Unhappy Ending. So our good man here has now figured out that, guess what, my dude? When you instituted this idea that, maybe race gatekeeping would be a great idea to keep the whiteys out of, doing voice acting. Well, you reap what you fucking sow, and you got the bad ending, didn't you? Again, as Hoku no Tism, I love that name, says over here, the past few weeks have been filled with reaping and sowing. do literally campaign for voice actors need to be the same race as the characters, and it is shocked that it went badly for him. Yes, this is the future you chose. you you should have chose the Ron Paul future, but no, you chose otherwise. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen if you had just said yes. Yes, no segregation. You can play whoever you want, but since you push for it, now you get to fucking lay in it. You get what you fucking paid for, asshole. And you bought it. They asked for this path. Ouch. But they didn't think it's appropriation. See, that's my point. That's what I said. That's why I said off the rip. You wanted to bitch when appropriation was happening to you, but when it happened to the whites, you had nothing but nothing. You had nothing to say, right? This was no big deal. No, pay no fucking mind, right? Yes, Bluebell. Fucking Ada Wong from the remake. Why does she sound like a marble mouth, mumble mouth motherfucker compared to Ada Wong from like the last like 12 years of fucking video games? But you got this broad who sounds like she's trying to do like her best impression of Ada Wong while also sounding like she holds her nose closed with a fucking rubber band. Like, I don't know where they breed mouth breather Asian from, but Pro ZD, Young Yeah, and the bitch who plays fucking Ada Wong, all of them. I don't know whatever phenotype you are, we gotta figure that shit out and get it out of the gene pool. Or at least tell you just be a Wendy's person, like taking the order at Southeast Asia, like Wendy's or something. Like you can't like do voice acting anymore. Please don't. Right? Oh, Jesus. Let's see what else I got under here. I grabbed some things. Okay. So, actually, this was the reason why I got it. This is the Chad that you saw at the start of the stream. The absolute unit. Western voice actor Sun Wan Pro ZD Cho, unhappy reaping what he sowed, complains that the industry is now segregating roles by race. And the first response is my favorite. Serves this cuck right? Jesus, these are violent people, chat. Jesus Christ. All right. No. We're not installing shit. All right, listen. I'm gonna read this and we're gonna finish up for the night. Because like I said, I didn't want to do a long stream. I just wanted to fuck around and find out if this stream would actually work this time. And yet another instance of identity politicians being scorned by the very ideology they promote. After having himself champion such authentic casting practices, English language actor, English language voice actor, that's a fucking mouthful, Sunwon Pro ZD Cho has now found himself offended by the Western entertainment industry's turn towards racially segregating their available roles. You get bit by having an allergic reaction. No, he's just always that round. I'm sorry. He's all. Listen, look at him. Just look at him. He has a face that a Chinese buffet would only love, right? I'm gonna save the rest until later. Don't worry about it. Cho, otherwise known as his online handle ProZD, as well as for performing in such notable roles as One Piece, Neko Mamushi, and the God of War Ragnarok Rastoker. By the way, I want you to just drink that in for a minute. He did voice acting in God of War Ragnarok as Rastoker. Do you understand what the... That's what you're... Fuck you, Spud. No, Johnny. No. Just gaze upon this absolute beautiful unit. Look at him. In all his flat face glory. Just drink it in. He did the voice of Rastoker. Which is, if you know anything about Norse mythology, that's not an Asian dude. So he took a role that would belong to like maybe a Scandinavian voice actor. He just took the fucking role from him because, segregation and shit. I'm the best man for the job. Express his frustration towards this rising trend via a now deleted tweet thread originally shared to his personal account on October 23rd. Let's see. Beginning his thoughts, Cho recalled, I got an audition for a prominent cartoon where I was sent the Asian character. Looking through the rest, I told my agent, hey, I'm happy to read for those, but can I read for some of the others? To which I was told, all those characters are drawn as white, so no. To add insult to injury, the character I got sent was labeled Middle Eastern, Southeast or Southeast Asian. South or East or Southeast Asian, because that's all the same, right? Continued the voice actor of Hulse in Fire Emblem Three Hopes, which again, not an Asian character. You can just lump them all into one. My agent told me that's just how some major studios are doing things now. Alright, so he's bitching and complaining here. It doesn't get any better as we scroll. Like, he looks like a human thumb bean. But sure. Attempting to head off his critics, Cho then argued, naysayers will go, oh, don't you want authentic casting? But if your entire main cast is all white, and you have one token side character who can apparently be just any type of Asian ever, this is not a level playing field. Turning to a different production, the voice actor further noted, this is not new. For another show recently with a large cast of characters, I was only sent audition sides for the character who exclusively speaks Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin, said Cho. It's demoralizing, and as much as I love voiceover, the future looks bleaker every day. Unfortunately, Cho concluded this thread by clarifying, to be clear, this was not my agent's decision. They sent me plenty of white characters before, and have been nothing but supportive. This is what they were told by the people in charge of casting that show. Rastoko is a squirrel. Right, but he's not an Asian squirrel. That's my fucking point. Did no one tell this brain surgeon the internet is forever? No, yeah, he thought to himself, if I delete it, it'll go away. You don't think motherfuckers would see you pop out of your mouth with some bullshit? You just came out of the whole side of your neck to say something real fucking head ass, and you didn't think anybody would fucking screen cap that? Really? Really? Little old you? Really? Okay, that's cute. Here we go. Unfortunately for Cho, while he may be seeing the very obvious downsides to making every single topic of discussion in life about race, as noted above, he was not an unwilling participant in the industry's adoption of its current casting philosophy. Asked during a May 2nd appearance on film critic Corey Coleman's Double Toasted interview podcast, if he felt like more opportunities would go to you if you were, a white male. The Korean voice actor affirmed, I definitely would have more opportunities if I were white. For sure, there's no doubt about that. But I think there have been changes in a positive way. I hope you like those changes. I hope you like how they taste. And not just for, Asians, but for all races, different genders, he continued. There have been steps, and it's been improving. I mean, even comparing how now to say, 10 or 5 years ago, it's definitely changed. Oh, I'm sure it has. I think studios are much more aware of, hey, we should, cast authentically. Cho opined to the host. So there should be some good steps, but we still have a long way to go. And I'm just hoping that as time goes on, more and more doors will open for, diverse talent. Ain't looking too good for our boy. And there's you know what, Spud? There you go. There's your Rastucker. Would have more opportunities if he were good. Listen, when you're a pie-faced Asian man, right? All you have is your voice. That's all you got. You're packing you're packing Rolos in your fucking drawers, and you have a face that looks like a moon pie. Brother, you better have a voice like Barry White if you're gonna get anything. You know what? I'm gonna stop right there. Still fucking sick. Sorry. As shows complain about various Asian ethnicities being lumped into one general casting group, while admittedly a tone-deaf move by studios, this is also an unfortunate result of the industry's obsession with race. With many productions, particularly anime, that take place in fictional settings, characters are often depicted with non-white and non-black skin tones. However, given that these settings are feature no real-world analogs, casting directors are left to try and authentically cast roles based on what information is given to them, which often amounts to little more than they are vaguely brown skin. I never heard of ProZD until. So I knew about this guy because he had been doing videos since like early, I'd say like 2015, somewhere there. So this guy's been doing like these little skit videos. He's been basically doing like he did the whole like young sniffing around everyone's front doors to see who'll let him in to the voice acting gig. That's why you have Young who sounds like he belongs as a fucking Harvey Keitel impersonator. Haba haba haba, young out. That guy, right? He sniffed around every fucking voice acting gig he could possibly get his hands on. And he just now, after like 10, 15 years of pushing for this shit, finally got something to piff off. Someone was fool ass enough to actually give him an opportunity. Technically, the red squirrel is the Urani squirrel. I know. But when you're talking Rastoker, it is Norse mythology. I would rather a fucking marble mouth Swede get the role, right? Because it would at least be authentic. But, this is Sony Santa Monica. What the fuck can you do? They're Californians. Anyway. Let's see here. How much more we got? Okay, it's almost done. Well, okay, this is the last part. As such, with this middling skin tone range ruling out explicitly white and black actors, casting directors have no choice but to open up a given role of vaguely brown character to actors who can themselves be best described as vaguely brown. Is it a great system? Absolutely not. In fact, Cho has discovered it's inherently racist, but unfortunately, it's the one that many in the industry have fought for, and thus we are all forced to reckon with. So basically, how about an Anglo? You what, mate? We don't listen. No Anglos. I need a Swede, a fucking Swede, right? Fucking Anglos. No, I'm just joking. I'm just fucking around. I don't need the Anglos to attack with the leaves. But no, like, so he walked himself into a fucking death trap. So these ideas we told people like way back. Hey, if yes, it is a fucking race to the bottom. We told people like when this shit was popping off, the best idea is just to allow people to just be voice actors. Anyone. Phil Lamar is like, he's played over 1,000 roles in like the last 15 years that everyone loves. Samurai Jack, an Asian character, was played by black ass Phil Lamar from fucking Mad TV because he's got range, right? I feel as though we don't attack anyone anymore. We just shake our heads. Well, I've been keeping an eye on what goes on in the UK, and you guys are doing more than shake your fucking heads. It's called openly weeping in the streets, Spud. It happens. It's okay. I listen. We're getting there. But no, like the bigger problem that I see with all of this is that we told people up front back in the day, if you go by less merit and more by whatever your politics are, whatever color you are, whatever the fuck, right? We told you that you were going to have a bad fucking time in the voice acting world. Why? Because at some point or another, you weren't going to reap the benefits of being whatever it is that you're going to be, right? Because there's not going to be a role for you in everything. But no, you said yourself, hey, as long as the whiteys lose more righties, we don't really give a fuck what happens, right? We'll be the preferred. And again, the three people I mentioned before, the voice actress for Ada Wong has no fucking range. Neither does Young Yeah, and neither does Pro ZD. These motherfuckers have the range of a damn tape measurer. They don't have any real range at all. They're talented individuals for what voice that they have, but they have no fucking range. So therefore, of course you'd want to gatekeep people out that have amazing range. Of course you would. It takes out the competition, but now that your ideas have gone to their full fruition, remember, I know that a certain weirdo on the internet that uses this phrase, I'm stealing it because fuck him, right? Just some black dude, right? Whatever his name is. Think more than one step ahead. Because if you think that today is going to be your day because you championed something that sounded real smart on paper, real got big in your thinking thoughts and came up with an idea that was going to be really, really interesting, at some point or another, you were going to flush that shit right down the toilet the moment that step 2 happens, and then step 3, and then step 4. And because you're not paying attention, you end up like Pro ZD where he's asking, well, I can't get any roles. Why is that? Because you created segregation for your own good. You thought you were smarter than everyone else. I know. You thought because I'm a pie-faced Asian, I'm good with math. But unfortunately, you didn't count too many far steps ahead, my friend. You might be good with multiplication, but you're really not good with addition and subtraction. And unfortunately, because you weren't good with that, the addition that you added to the acting world subtracted every one of your fucking roles other than being just another goofy Asian character. Welcome to Segregation Town, dumb shit. But hey, Yoruchi. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to be honest. This is what needed to be said about our good friend Pro ZD. Welcome to the bad ending, my good man. That's why I played this song that I played at the beginning of the stream. For if you weren't here for it, it was the old theme from Content Cop. Because now we're on the hunt for stupid on the internet. People who are of prominence that love to just huff their own farts and believe that they're smarter than everyone else. But hey, I didn't think it would affect me. What was the phrase that was used? Oh, look. Well. If it isn't the fucking consequences of my actions coming to come back and bite me in the ass again. Yeah. Again, I don't even want to get into Yurichi because, again, they casted the perfect character for originally. It didn't have to be a black actress. She's a fucking cat character. Nobody cares. But if you care and you really feel that bothered about it, then, I'd tell you the same thing that I would ever tell anybody else. That the moment you start lobbying for things like this, best fucking believe you're going to have a bad time. And it's going to be sexy to watch you just shit all over yourself and just fall apart. Just fall apart. That's what's going to happen. And hey, it's going to be fucking great. All right. But I'm going to be honest. I'm still not 100% yet. I just wanted to test everything out, make sure that my stream didn't drop frames and didn't fall apart. It looks like everything's working. So I'm going to be honest. I'm going to just do more of these. Probably I'm going to make late night Tuesdays one of my stream nights. I didn't think they'd eat my face. Person who voted for the leper eating faces party. Isn't that always how it works out? You know, the worst thing in this country is white supremacy and anti-Semitism. By the way, we have an entire pack of people being anti-Semites in the streets. What are you gonna do about that? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. When you start, well, I'm gonna say the nicest thing possible. I tell people to think for themselves every time. But if I leave you with any words of wisdom, kids, I'm gonna tell you one thing and one thing only. Think for yourself. Any person who ever tells you that they have the easy answer is either lying to you or trying to fuck you in the ass. Unless you're into that, then just go right ahead. But on that note, I guess I'm going to have to leave you guys with a hearty outro and a song. I will be back on Thursday for Real Negro Hours. That will be on the Twitch channel of our good friend Spiracy. Yes, diverse white supremacy. Listen, those clan meetings are looking a little bit dark these days. I don't know what my man Iman and my man Jorge is doing here, but like it's getting pretty diverse at the fucking cookouts. I'm just saying, right? But as always, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. You guys feel free to do the same. But again, I will be back this Thursday for Real Negro Hours on our good friend Spiracy. He's in the chat. Let me go ahead and bring up the whole thing. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Now we've got it. Got the fucking URL and shit. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the URL. He does art shit over there. Again, Bon Sacco, I need you to come up with more morning content. Don't fuck around, buddy. I need you to come out and do more morning content. Thank you, Bon Sacco. I try to do my best. I'm still learning. So, but until then, I'll leave you guys with a little fucking tune. This is my new theme song. I'll see you guys next time. Fuck off. Goodbye.
You lose. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. So you get nothing. Good day, sir. So you get nothing. Good day, sir. That's tremendous, insanely important. Etc., 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 etc. You lose. Good day, sir. You lose. So you get nothing. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. Facts, tremendous, incendium gloria, cultum, etc., etc., etc. Wrong, sir. Wrong. So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. So you get nothing. Good day, sir. So you get nothing. Good day, sir. Facts, tremendous, incendium gloria, cultum, etc., 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 etc.